Welcome everyone to Peace in the Timetwist session 49, which is like 7 squared, which is great.
Mm-hmm. We are one person short currently. Snap, aka Cashmere, has a personal thing to take care of. He will be here hopefully within the hour.
We can only hope, but we believe. In the meantime, I wanted to start with a fun question.
Oh no.
What do you guys want out of this session today?
Violence.
What?
That's a very broad question.
I want to use cool level 10 features.
Well, since last session we had ended on discussing things and where to possibly investigate, I imagine what I'd want to see is us doing that investigation and probably having a preliminary encounter in Ingvar or something like that.
I think it would have been cool
Probably.
to have. Oh, finish your thing, Nemo.
Like in general, just a vibe for where where Miss Fate will be taking us, or at least trying to. She
I
seems
want
very into it.
Doc's backstory NPC to betray us.
Wow.
Okay.
Again?
What about you, Doc?
I would like to find kind of some sort of indication on how to proceed. Get some sort of an idea of, what's actually going on here. Start to figure out some sort of pattern or something that we could potentially use to start addressing the entire fourth of the continent being literally set on fire.
Does seem unfortunate. Okay. So we got violence, cool level 10 feature usage, progress said in multiple ways,
I think it would
and
be.
as
Oh, my response is more of a joke.
I want to cast scrying, divinations, and sendings for 3 hours.
and
Let's
send
all
8
know-
letters and check back with 4 NPCs. Got it.
And make sure to double check it all with Zone and Truth. Alright. I think
And,
it'd be cool.
and don't forget Dream.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
I think it would be cool to be able to see a little bit more Mark Brock. I don't know if we'll ever come here again, but it seems it's more of like a pit stop.
Cool. Okay. Well, who wants to recap?
I can try to, but I've forgotten a couple of names.
Okay.
Though I just remembered one. Okay. I don't remember the name of the person we started talking to last session. I remember it was 4 letters long,
Agsy?
and it seemed like it was missing a vowel.
Yeah.
Exit?
Agsa.
Oh, the squirrel?
There we go.
Bushy-tailed rat, I think.
Anyway, she shared a vision with us related to Scrooch's past, revealing his relationship with, his friendship with, I can't remember her name either,
Oh, right.
Andy?
that polar bear.
It was Rondi.
Rondi. There we go. He was with, sounded like Rondi's father may have owned a trading company or something. We know the two of them ended up going down south at some point where they started living with a very hardy group of people known as the Silent People. And we know something bad happened to them along the way. We don't know a lot of the details. Sounds as though something may have happened to Rondi The silent people we know are still around, so it's not like they were wiped out or anything. But the point is, this could be an emotional weak point for Scroocha. And given the way these time powers work, that is significant. We arrived in Murbarok, and we managed to track down Alex's acquaintance, Tina, who was holding a meeting with several other people from town discussing the fire newt attacks. You know, what's been happening, what are the plans going forward, and it sounds like Tina's plan to move forward mostly consisted of literally put out fires and wait for Alex. The two of them had a very awkward reunion in which they both consciously avoided talking about what happened and just tried to focus on strategizing. And we ended with entering these early stages of planning.
Yeah. One quick thing, Doc. She does not have external gills, right? Based on her subspecies or whatever. Okay.
She lost them when she went through metamorphosis.
Right. And there in the images channel is roughly what her feral counterpart looks like. Okay, so you are walking around the oasis in Murbarak, that central meet and greet and get your drinking water and maybe worship this giant statue place in this glittery, mathematically accurate city, the crown of Kara.
Mathematically accurate?
Perhaps I didn't go too deeply into this, but the streets and the heights of everything are angular and fixed and very mathematical as opposed to organically developed, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well-planned city. I'll say that much.
Tina, who, again, looks like she's in her mid-20s, walking side by side every now and then, letting her hand rest on this giant crocodile, outfitted in riding gear and weaponry and such, much like herself. She keeps her chin high, looking about at others with small inclines of her head, smiles. Even when people kind of look at her questioningly or mutter as she passes, her composure never cracks. Well, we're finally back together, and now we might actually make progress towards fulfilling the prophecy, now that that key step 1 is completed. But the question remains, how? How can we provide solace to those who have cried out? How can we stop these fire newts?
Turner just kind of like mutters to whoever's close to him. She's very dramatic.
I quite enjoy it. If only these newts were like an ant or a termite colony of sorts with some sort of convenient queen we could vanquish that would destroy all of them. One can hope.
I don't know that we can rule that out entirely, but speaking along those lines, I'm sure the way to deal with this involves going to the source.
Cut off the head, you both propose. Interesting.
The only trick is we need to find this source. And as far as you've shown us, it's been more or less random, it seems.
Find an area they're concentrated around. I can try to figure out if there's some sort of portal they're coming through.
Would not the portal have to be subterranean, in the crust of the earth? It's lava. How could we do this? Have you any equipment, spells, contacts who could assist in this?
Let's think this through. Yeah. Are there any sort of tunnels beneath Murbarak that we should be aware of?
Snap! He's here!
Okay, we'll pause the scene there. Hello.
Hi. Fortunately, you have missed very little. We did a recap. We started a few minutes late due to some tech issues, and yeah.
Okay, well, I'll get set up myself here, so.
Okay, feel free to hop in when you're ready.
Yep.
The
Continue.
brainstorming had just begun. Okay.
look like you're getting ready for a meeting.
I mean,
Yes,
technically,
again.
you are.
If you have resources, spells, equipment, people you know, anything that could help us get to the source, as it were.
Just to kind of
Aaron,
Just to kind of quickly recap from before, they believe that the major hub of where most of them come from, were they in Engvar or on one of the isles?
I thought it was
Engvar?
Angvar.
That does seem to be where it's most dense, yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't have anything particularly prepared for contacting other planes. However, if our journey is going to take us to Ingvar, then I'll probably have time to prepare.
She turns to her own saddlebags and starts looking through. She's politely indicating she's paying attention, but she's following this proposal you guys have made.
Yeah, I don't take it we could interrogate one of these fire newts. They seemed a bit uncooperative.
none of us can understand.
Well, that's a
Language
simple
barrier
fix.
might not be that big of an issue.
What did
I
they
have-
speak again? What did they seem to be?
The fire dialect of Primordial?
Probably Ignan.
I
yeah.
see.
Should say, I have captured and spoken to one, no, two. They are almost like beasts in mind. Perhaps you might ask questions that are more helpful than I could, but I got nothing of use. They're like monsters, really.
Let's see.
Stands to reason.
Well, are you able to speak their tongue, or were they able to understand Common?
Cast an enchantment so I could communicate with them.
Okay.
I don't think they speak common. I don't think they come from a place where common is spoken.
Well, sorry for interrupting, Alex. While we are in town, or perhaps on the road, we can craft you a scroll so you can comprehend and speak.
Could try, but I don't see why it has to be me necessarily. Any of you could do it easier.
Because it's your plot, Snap.
No.
Me?
Oh, okay. Oh, you know, sorry, Doc. Okay. Because is it not your destiny?
I still can't figure out if I believe destiny's real or not.
Well, regardless of which one it is, I think it's at least worth noting that you probably have more knowledge about it than we do, though I should probably brush up on some reading myself.
It doesn't take an insight check or post close attention to realize that when you had said that, Alex, Tina froze and bit off the word, what? Then she let you keep talking.
She should be used to this by now. But I guess it's been a while.
Yeah, perhaps destiny is sometimes self-fulfilling.
It's kind of a moot point if you ask me at the moment. Fact is,
agree.
we're going to do this one way or the other. Whether some who knows who hundreds of years ago foresaw it, or whether we do it because we said we're going to do it. It's the same in the end, right?
I'll get the scroll ready.
I have... Well, perhaps this is not the place for such weighty discussions, but I'm glad you've come to the conclusion that you must attempt to help. I'm glad you're here. She's like breathing lightly and shallowly.
I appreciate your candor. Alright.
Any other ideas besides go into the earth, find a portal, hope there's a king or queen?
Could you've been here for a few days. Why don't you direct us to the library?
Crim will actually also try to, now that they're actually there, we'll think about, like, what does he know about fire newts from his reading? They're fiery. He doesn't know if his time in religious trekking had any relevance to it, but he'll try to think on it, just to see if he knows any relevant information about them, either like origins,
Okay.
weaknesses, societal constructs, anything like that.
Okay. If you're approaching that from a what are these things and such, it'd be Arcana.
I do have
Kana.
it's from law. It's from like combat, but I do have like a log back from May about the original fire newts, probably on the way to the observatory, and then the gliders, probably on the way to the Shaper.
Yeah, this is more for like, not necessarily what they are in combat, like direct combat, but like what their deal is for like how you could potentially drive them away, or how their societies work, why they do that in the first place, which could give us insight on that, so on and so forth.
Would I be able to either help
Okay.
him or just do my own separate roll?
Yeah, I'll have two people rolling separately. Arcana or History will be a higher DC.
Okay, I'll stick with Arcana because I expertise.
Arcana as well, no expertise, but still useful.
Only a 17.
Middling roll, 18. Not the best.
You bitch.
18.
Oh no, sorry, it's a well, actually, mine is also an 18.
So, I'm afraid similar checks rolls on this topic many sessions ago exceeded this, so I'll just kind of do a recap. Let me get to my spot. Fire Newt. Fire Newt.
Yeah, we both got intermediate successes on those in the past.
Okay. So, Fire Newts, also known as Salaman, evil, carnivorous, savage creatures, at least semi-intelligent, which correlates with what Tina suggested from her conversations with them. You know, in recent times and in the past, they had just emerged from the ground, attacked, burned, reproduced, and then gone back into the ground. This would, to the best of your knowledge, be at least the second time they've plagued Bose. Do they go elsewhere? What do they do when they're not here? You wouldn't be sure.
Are they like, sorry, so you know, are they like infernal or fey or just like weird humanoids from another plane?
They're elemental, primarily.
Gotcha.
Like humanoidish, I suppose.
Well, elemental's
much
its
they
own
first-
type.
They first appeared like 428 years ago, was it?
That sounds
Like
right.
The Pasha bow.
I
that's
vaguely seem to recall there being something about them having a sort of hive mind.
I have to be cautious because I don't know who said it, or if an NPC said it, or
Do you recall where we had gotten that information?
I think it was from a check I made.
okay. And you would, oh yeah, and you would also know you had made a check on, why did I see Tina when I was battling them? And right, there is some world-hopping property intrinsic to their physiology that allows them to travel between planes. So when you'd been fighting one while she had been fighting one, maybe that is how that link had been made.
You guys want to try a terrible spell? We could try planar binding on like capturing one, spending $1,000 to hope it fails the charisma save, and it would be bound to serve us 24 hours, and then tell us to take us to their leader.
That is expensive for a sable
Yeah.
suck.
It's
Yeah,
slightly
I-
evil. A little bit.
Well, I mean, Crim already ate one, so
Oh yeah, true.
we're going down that route.
Meanwhile, she's asking passersby, can you direct us to a library? They're like, oh, which one? Ha ha ha. Like, what a silly tourist question. And eventually you are able to make it to a library. And it's just as
Well-
orderly as the outside.
I have the ability to at least help purchase that at half price. Unfortunately, I can't do anything to. I can't use like meta magic to heighten it to make the roll disadvantage because it's not on the sorcerer list. So it'd have to be either Alex or Wade to cast that if we wanted to do that. Or would have to buy a very expensive scroll.
Oh wait, why don't we just use Geas? Oh, that's like a better version.
Do we
Duration.
have do we even have that spell?
Yeah, I do. I mean,
Oh fuck.
well, I could tomorrow.
Well, I mean, like, it's not really super good because, like, you take 5d10 psychic damage, but it only happens once per day. So if they just like do that and get the fuck out and like run away, they can basically survive. I don't know.
So, here, I'll go over the spell. So, duration 30 days. You place a magical command on a creature within range. It must carry out some service or activity you decide. If it understands you, which we can make it understand us, with save or become charmed for duration. Takes 5d10 damage every time it acts in a manner directly counter to your instructions, but no more than once per minute.
Oh, once per minute. Oh, that's a lot stronger.
Yeah, if it can't understand you, it's unaffected by the spell, but we can find some way to.
Oh.
You can issue any command you choose short of activity that would result in certain death. If you choose a suicidal command, it ends. Spell ends.
Wow, that is really good.
So, we get some sort of super detect language or speak whatever its language is.
Third level comprehend language.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
that.
Go to the belly of the beast in Anvar, capture one or two of them, put a Geas on it, and be like, "Take us to your leader," and then go from there.
We could do that potentially as one idea.
Yeah.
Are we strong enough to take on the leader right now?
Divination, no.
I think so.
Hey,
If it was on its own, I think there's a decent chance, but going right into the hornet's nest, I'm a little more skeptical about that.
We need to go
That
deep
being
undercover.
said, like, what else can be done? Because we're kind of all we did so far was just attack their fringes, and that obviously doesn't have any effect on them.
We could
I
ask
think more than anything, we just don't have enough information.
Yeah, we gotta gather information, like solid information, practical information. Currently she has them, but all she did was wait around, so that's not actually gonna help us right now.
In the libraries of Merbrek, you will have advantage on any research-related knowledge check if you spend at least an hour there.
Okay. What appropriate check would it be?
What are you trying to learn?
We're trying to learn, at least from Turner's case, he's trying to learn about basically where these things come from. What can he glean about the way that they act? Like, are they just like so radicalized in their thoughts that they are just willing to just die for whatever it is that they're trying to do? That like they have no self-preservation, they just need to carry out the mission. Like, would these ideas of trying to get them to work with us even work?
Okay, it'd be the same type of check as last time. I'll say this can count as the second part of the advantage roll if you wanted to re-roll.
So Arcana, okay. Would Alex like to give guidance?
If I am allowed to, sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
be a lot of guidancing.
So I
Okay, Turner, I'm
can
gonna take a
re-roll?
break.
I was-
No.
Yeah,
So straight roll for me,
yeah.
because it's okay. Got it.
Well, that guidance, all it did was potentially give me like a +2 to the previous roll because that is a nat 1. Let's
Oh,
go ahead and just burn my resolve.
Wait. Math.
would that put
24.
you at... Okay. And would that put Turner at 20 or
Yeah.
19?
It put him at a dirty 20.
You know, those multiples of 5 are pretty big. Okay. Give me 1 minute. I want to verify something from ancient-ish Bose history.
We should also research if Merbrek has some like ancient underground like tunnels with really conveniently intricate and unrealistically large architecture, like a Baldur's Gate. That we can like explore.
Yeah, that's where
find into
Glenn.
dungeon.
That's where Glenn did all of his training.
I'll also do something before we leave. For later.
Oh, your uncle is here.
Ah, here it is.
Inside joke.
Okay. This. Roleplay amongst yourselves,
Roleplay amongst yourselves.
if you want.
Let's see. Crim tries his very... At first, Crim tries to think of, oh, how is he going to research at the library without drawing looks? He's like, wait, no. I need to stop being afraid of who I am. I'll do it! And he just struts in and starts reading books, drawing eyes.
Yeah,
and he's
nothing.
like-
Nothing makes you look more confident than going to the library.
yeah. Well, I mean, for Crim, that's
Baby
probably
steps.
true.
That takes a lot of confidence, you know. You're going to a new place, potentially like looking at people.
I'm just saying he's a nerd.
If Bose had smartphones, anytime he did like random stuff to like read a book or something, there's always gonna be like one person taking a video of, OMG, dragon at the library?
What a bookworm, am I right?
Bugle,
TikTok
what are you saying?
shorts.
I guess Wade takes out a cigar, pulls up to his lips, and then pauses and dejectedly puts it back as he looks around.
Okay.
Fucking library, you fool!
You're
you're
indoors.
Gonna smoke up the books.
You research, and you would be drawn to a newer section of the library that is titled Interplanar. Planes being not a concept that had been referred to until 5 decades or so ago, really. Because with the Outclassed War and this connection for the first time, really, that had been made between Bose and other civilized worlds, there was a lot of opened eyes and knowledge exchange of just what the multiverse is. And in this place, you would have had the thought to go there, and you would find, yes, a book on the fire newts from a different perspective. You learn that they are a singular species that has a homeworld. The name of it is unknown. No one has really talked to these creatures and been to this homeworld and understood it, but nonetheless, with divination and other research tools, they have learned of this place. One sec. I think I made a typo here.
Wow, they did not proofread these books.
They call us planet. Okay. One of the ways that was learned was that these fire newts, in their language, call Bose 5 core. And the best understanding of this term is that they call Bose the 5th core, the 5th planet or world that they have successfully inhabited, which implies they do this to many other worlds. And their last generation's successful life cycle was from Fashabao, what happened like 420 or so years ago. So there is another world that they're from, where they always go back to.
So there's like a very specific thing that you said, like, you know, they come, they ravage, they reproduce, and then they go back. Like, is that like part of their cycle to continue their species? Like, does it involve needing to come to these places?
Yes.
Finding this book is very convenient because it ties into what I was going to look up. Do we know anything about what their homeworld is like?
It is described as a world of heat, magma, and pressure.
Probably
I don't
not
think we can go into that.
survivable.
It's a Star Wars world. The whole planet is fire.
Well, I guess we need to find the various suits somewhere.
The main thing is that if this is an entire world, or a plane of some kind, I don't think we're stopping a world at our current levels.
Yeah.
We gotta find a way to like demonstrate to them that we are not worth inhabiting, is basically the gist of it, or something, so that they can bother some other planet.
Just turn on the air
It is
conditioner
just-
everywhere they go.
Described as a small plane/world, but yeah.
The fuck does that mean? Small in the context of world can mean so many things.
You know, in like Mass Effect or Metroid or these playing, you go to a world and it's like, oh wow, whole new world, but you can only go to like 15 areas. It's like that.
That's like any
Yeah,
video
or-
game.
Or it's like sci-fi. They destroyed a planet. Oh, that sucks.
Well, I mean, we're not at that scale of what we're talking about. Crim is not a planet buster. He's not even a planet eater. What is he? Anyway, that being said, in terms of telling them it's not worth it to come here, that could involve going there, beating them up, leaving, dabbing, and then leaving, and they'll be like, yeah, let's not mess with that one.
I think Turner will...
Another
Go ahead first.
another possibility. Is there any indicator in there of like how they traverse between worlds? Because it sounds like it's just an innate ability that they have.
It's not fully understood on that world they come from, how they warp, teleport, go through portal, but they always emerge in the lava of the subterranean mantle or whatever of the worlds they go to, including Bose. So something happens in there that lets them go to other places and back.
So in other words, we have to stop all lava on Bose.
Let's just put like a big cap in each one. That won't that won't go poorly at all in the future.
Bless you.
Oh, whatever way we can buy Bose another 428 years, I'm game.
Oh, I was gonna do something. Tal. Yes, hello. While this is all going on, everyone else is doing their nerd things. Cashmere will strike up a conversation with the librarian, and will ask all sorts of questions, mainly about the kinds of people that have come through and where they've seen trouble. Because he assumes that the librarian has talked to a lot of people that have come through.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
does
they
he
usually
learn?
say shh.
The librarian is a peccary woman, which is some type of bristly pig, I suppose. She's a very bored expression. She's leaning over, doodling with little hoof hands. But she talks to you amiably enough. What sort of people you wondering about? We get all sorts. Very welcoming to travelers of all kinds here in Murbarak.
I'm just wondering, has any of them, complained about those fire newts lately?
Oh,
I mean, I'm
yes. It's the talk of the whole region. Everyone's upset. Everyone knows someone or has been affected. I understand there's some important prophecy to the people of the biomancers of the Theron wetlands. Some chosen duo that's going to save us. So that's nice.
Yeah, I know they're all over and all that, but has there been like a specific place you've noticed that they've all been coming from? Or, well, I mean, the people coming in, not the fire newts.
Afraid not. We get travelers from east and west, and certainly from Stem Route. It's a major trade route. A lot of people, their arms are up. They're upset. I'm not. My boyfriend dumped me. Screw him. I'm over it.
Clearly.
I'm so sorry.
Really, I'm over it. We don't have to talk about it.
Well,
It's just funny how
it's funny how, all this going on, you lose your boyfriend. Did he have problems with the fire newts too?
Oh, he hated them.
Oh, did he?
Yes, he broke up with me to go fight them in the west.
Oh, where did he go?
Why, to the Theron wetland. Seems they know the most about these fire newts.
cold.
Not that they have libraries, they probably have wet braries.
He laughs just like that.
she starts laughing too.
Turner
What
just
is
like
happening?
Turner just looks to Wade and then asks what are they doing?
Having fun, it seems.
Cashmere then asks, "Oh well, I could go find him and like tell him something if you want me to, implying he's still out there, wherever he is. If you happen to know, like exactly is what I'm saying."
Oh, maybe. You free tonight? Well, we could talk about it over some pie.
Oh, well, I would love to. I'm kind of in a hurry though. You see, I've got I've got a few already. Points over. Puts out the others.
Wait, looks Bastion's turn. It seems the rabbit finally recalled that he's taken.
I thought he was.
Well, it's complicated.
If you see a pig named Jamin, well, you could tell him he sucks. I don't want to see him again. Okay?
Okay. I'll keep a lookout. And you said the wetlands, right?
Yeah, the Theron Wetlands. It's an Angvar. Never been.
Okay. Well, I'll give him a shout out. Or whatever you want me to do. Okay, bye. And he struts back over to the others. I know where we're going next.
You have a lead?
Really?
Crim looks up. He had overheard it, and he kind of like squints at Cashmere, like he didn't understand any of that.
You lead?
Well, I know they're in the wetlands, and if we need to find one, that's where we'll look.
And we need to tell him that she is over it and she's not thinking about him anymore, and that she brought that up, and she brought that up to tell you that.
Yes.
How did you do that?
Ironic they're in the wetlands.
He just taps his head. It's magic.
Yeah. I suppose
Crimson's fascinated by this. I didn't know you were a spellcaster.
I offered to train him, but now he's become too powerful.
He's great casting sleep.
Exactly. Wade knows exactly what I'm all about.
Crim is convinced that he now thinks, just for the record, Crim thinks that Cash is now a spellcaster.
Tina glances at Alex. Well, I'm not opposed to returning home. Perhaps they have wisdom that somehow in all our training we failed to take in. And it is where we are hit particularly hard by them. That's true.
If anything, it'll at least give us some insight.
It is unusual, isn't it? Maybe they can't control where they emerge. But if you've seen what I've seen, you know the heat that is generated is sufficient to turn anything into a dry land.
I was kind of perusing through like a spell list for things to prepare that might help us. We'll just say that Turner was kind of just looking while they're at the library. He was multitasking and just kind of like looking through different types of known magic, and then he'll kind of look to Alex. Well, you might be able to help us quickly, or as quickly as we possibly can, find these portals if they are still active. Kind of looks at the Commune with Nature spell.
Yeah, that's what I was planning to do.
Well, I wasted my time then.
One step ahead, Turner.
Maybe that's why Turner rolled low on the research. This roll, that was the flavor behind it.
As a little reminder, Tina, do you recall the words of the prophecy? I just want to review them again, see if it could give us a hint.
She looks like she's... Actually, yeah. She immediately, proudly says them in full. Where is it?
Oh no.
Post it.
You posted already somewhere. One sec. Huh? Oh no, where is it? What's the? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Okay.
The prophecy says these people will go here and stop this.
In the days of balance shall only one of their clutch emerge, and great will they be in the ways of magic. And there shall be great weeping and wailing and lamentations throughout all the land. Yeah, and the people shall cry with a loud voice.
Yay.
Yea, and the people shall cry with a loud voice for deliverance. And behold, those who are chosen shall bring order to the world. She's like rosy-cheeked and beaming by the time she's finished it, and her gaze is far away.
It's inspirational, but not quite specific, I suppose. Fitting.
What do you mean? Tells us exactly what our role is, does it not?
Our role, yes, but our destination, if that was true, we would not be here.
Well, where else is there weeping and wailing and lamentations, and where else? These are the days of balance.
Have you been
Sorry?
around the rest of the continent lately?
No.
Everywhere.
Been pretty bad.
Some way or another. But, alright, in any case, as for our actual plan, you mentioned you had a spell, Alex?
What's pretty bad? Am I missing something?
Oh.
We'll catch you. We can perhaps catch you up to speed once we are making our way to our destination.
Very well.
Alex, you had a spell? Or...
Yeah, I used it before when we tried to find the Shaper and it didn't reveal a whole lot, but
Oh, right.
it can reveal dimensional portals.
Capital.
And he can cast
How-
it ritually.
How far does that affect spread?
Depends on where we are. When we're underground, only about 300 feet.
On it. Yeah, but perhaps an Envar that could be close enough.
It sounds like we need a way to go underground.
Well, something tells me that shouldn't be too hard to find. I mean, find a cave system or something.
I think more we're gonna need to find ways to protect ourselves, both from the heat as well as perhaps all the smoke inhalation if we're gonna be going. God, are we really gonna be going into a volcano? Has our lives become this?
Think so.
I
Well-
think I actually might be okay if we do that, but I don't know about everybody else.
Well, see, our turn of our lives are when we'll go to Envar and find someone of using a time power to control the misfits.
Well, it wasn't that simple for the Shaper, so
I have heard of those. Wow, there's more important things to worry about.
Yeah.
You said you'll be okay, Alex. I think I might have an enchantment. I'll think on it. For myself.
As a little curiosity, Tina, I know. Yeah, it's probably isn't the time for a discussion, but I guess while we're here and it's all peaceful, do you have a post-prophecy retirement plan?
I am not derelict in my duty. I was hatched for this prophecy. That is all I will
And-
concern myself with.
Fair enough. I suppose it's a bit hypocritical for me to say otherwise.
Do not worry yourself for my sake, please.
Yeah. I did joke, but there is no like ancient catacombs or whatnot below this city that you're aware of, right? Or tunnel systems.
Grimaces. She says she'll go
Mine-
ask the librarian, actually, and walk off unless you stop her.
Am I aware of any, like, cave systems or anything back home?
Yeah, there's a mountain region right blocking one side of Larian wetlands, and yeah, there's more sturdy rock beside the bogs and swamps and such. There's definitely caves you are aware of, some that you've been to. She would return and say, I'm afraid that sad woman, that librarian, she's really out of sorts, but she said there aren't any sort of caverns here. Biome doesn't really allow for such formations.
Fair enough. Yeah. Turn to mention preparations for underground hot environments, just protection against fire, and I presume some way to ensure breathing. Look into that.
well, unfortunately, Doc took out the air bubble spell.
Aw.
By attuning to arid lands, I can give myself fire resistance, and I think my powers are strong enough at this point that I can't be poisoned.
Okay. Guys, don't worry. We can do this. We just have to do the entire arc in initiative, and we'll not suffocate.
Well,
That'll take forever. But it must be done. All right. Well, if nothing else, we have means for one of us to scout. That's a start.
That might be worth something.
Yes.
Well, shall we plan to head out on the morrow, west?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah. The convenient thing about those trying to resist conquerors is that they don't need to win; they just don't need to lose. When that more ways than one. But, so after Ashabao, the Misfits they just went home, right? Is that am I understanding that correctly?
Presumably.
He taps a couple passages on the book that Turner and Crim found. As
So
it does
why-
seem to imply they just go back.
So do we simply need to wear this out?
or drive them
It-
away.
Have you... I shouldn't ask this. I myself have not been to Thashabao, but I understand that it's a place that is ruined with a permanency. We cannot allow that to happen to this region. All these regions.
Is it nearby?
No, it's
It's
quite a ways
actually-
further south.
Far south, but even on the map that we know of, it's pretty ashen. I don't know if they keep doing that, they'll just eat away at bows over the centuries. We do want to drive them away and make sure that doesn't happen, and think of all the other worlds, they probably do this too. Though, I don't know how we can stop a whole world of those things.
I suppose this war will end just like my parents' war.
She puts a moist amphibious hand on your shoulder, Crim. Have faith. We can't fail to succeed. It's in the prophecy.
Yeah. Crim says that as he's studying the prophecy a bit more. He'd written it down. And he's like looking at the words again and thinking about... Part of it is because he's thinking about it from like his perspective on like plays on words and how very powerful, very wise people sometimes hide secret messages in a prophecy or in the things they say to like hide things, so to speak, or like be technically true while not giving away what might mess with the prophecy. And he's studying it, and he'll probably be studying this during travels and between sessions. But right now he's looking at a line about who might actually be referred to here. Specifically, one thing that pinged him as odd, and he's not saying this to while she's around, but eventually when she's away, he'll quietly say this to the others, is those who are chosen shall bring order to the world. Even though, like, in the context, it could imply that those who are chosen would be the two, he doesn't see anything else in the prophecy that explicitly marks them as being the chosen, just that those who are chosen.
I
It's
remember
passive.
I remember thinking way back when this, when Alex had first brought up the prophecy, like thinking that it had to do with the time anomalies. That it was, you know, with that context, I thought it was like referring to, you know, the person from the clutch, and then, you know, the others who are with them. So but then I realized, oh no, it's actually about something entirely different. So now I'm not sure.
Not to mention that bring order is suitably ambiguous. There are many ways to bring order.
Edward
Probably
would
not from these
say,
guys.
"Oh well, maybe I'm chosen then."
We're all chosen in some ways.
You certainly
None
take
of us were
such-
chosen yet.
you certainly take it in stride.
I mean, what's the difference? I mean, we're gonna go fix this anyways. Chosen or not, I don't really care.
If
FYI, Crim only brought this up when she was away.
Yeah.
Like while she was.
if
Why, you-
there is any validity to all of this, yeah, I guess all of us could be. I mean, we were all there in Gerdumble.
It's
We all-
chosen by who?
But, like Cass said, I think it's really up in the air whether this is real or not.
We're men with a job to do. That's what matters.
Guys, it's a
As long
dog.
as Tina
Yeah.
fights by our side, I'm
Dog.
content with it.
Well, regardless, I do agree. We're doing this anyway, but processy-wise, there might be some merit. Predicted a few things.
Sometimes you just need something to motivate you, you know?
That should be like our party motto. We're doing it anyway.
Alright, so we'll head to Envar. Alex should prep that spell book for any portals. I can prep the one to try and capture one of them and cajole it to lead us somewhere.
Turner will ask Tina, what sorts of magic can you cast? What is your source of power?
Oh, I can't cast spells. What are you
Tina.
talking about? Yeah,
She's waiting for you outside, sort of
Okay.
preparing her crocodile to travel. Well, I'd learned from the best biomancers, as did my counterpart, Alex. Although we had our own strengths. My magic comes from the ancient earth, Bos itself. The stars above, it's a primal sort of magic. I found that I'm particularly able to connect with beasts, command them, get what they're thinking, but I have some other more arcane-ish spells, I suppose.
it's quite the shame. I would think you draw on my magic.
Is it my oration that gives you that thought?
You are
My
You're very-
presence by. Go on.
you're very enthusiastic.
I get that a lot. Thank you. It means a lot.
He doesn't say anything. but yeah, just kind of like going over notes for like ways that they can protect themselves and stuff. Protection from energy is another one where we can at least give resistance to a damage type, though it's concentration. But you can upcast and get more people in it. Lasts for an hour if we need to go into a volcano or something.
Sounds good. Also, if we wish for leads, we could try like a Legends lore. If you guys want anything like that, or no?
That one's expensive. I think we'd have to have something very specific we're trying to learn about, which we don't currently have.
Gotcha.
Like, I'm not against if we had something tangible that we were going to ask about, but I don't know if we have anything that we can use that on yet.
Sounds good. Well, it seems like we've planned so far, shall we?
Right. Well, you arrived here later, so coming here... It's almost dinner time, so Tina sticks with you. Why wouldn't she? She's a constant presence, we'll say. And at one point she says, "Oh, are you hungry? Here you go, Hope," as she talks to her crocodile.
This meal is fantastic. You can just taste the aged oak and the...
Yeah. And while you're staying at the inn, a routine mail runner stops by, seems to recognize one of you, strides up to Cashmere,
Oh.
laden with one of many packages that he hands over. Weighs maybe 4 pounds. And he says, this order's for you, Cashmere, right?
Yeah, it's me. He's overjoyed at the moment.
Your eyes only.
Says you're prepaid, so have a nice day.
Yeah, you too.
Crim tilts his head.
Who's reaching for you in the middle of the savannah?
Well, he's holding the box, grinning. You guys want to see?
Care package? Why not?
Sure.
Be my honor.
He opens it up and shows off what's inside.
What's in the box?
there is a delicately wrapped but now fully revealed pewter statuette about the size of 2 stacked fists, weighs 3 pounds, and it depicts some people in certain poses. Snap, would you care to describe?
Did I have it written down? I forget. Yeah, here it is. Oh, I didn't think about the details. Okay.
I could do half, you could do half?
Sure, yeah, give me something to start with.
We see a foreboding avian uplifted man. That's a little hard to tell with the colors. It's very dark. Surely it's Darkwing. His eyes are like open wide, his arms are looming. It looks like he's casting a spell with his outstretched wings. We've got the bard who's like blowing on his whistle with his like overly cheeky long smile as he's striding with the other arm, like doing one of these. Very punchable, very enchanting.
Clock in the cheek.
Is one of them just like a big question mark?
You have a somewhat amorphous figure. Yes.
Yeah.
Hard to tell what they're wearing. Who are they? What are they? They just kind of bounce around inexplicably.
You know how in Fire Emblem cutscenes, when you have an avatar, they're always like in a robe or something, so they're like depicted ambiguous for the pre-rendered scene. That's what's going on in the statue.
I would think, he just has like a black cloak and like a mask or something.
What are the other two?
The other two, one of them is a dragon, Scarlet Deathbringer in all his glory, all of his evil glory.
So before the face turn.
Looking fearsome. And then, he wouldn't have taken the center spot. He would have given the center spot to Darkwing. On the side is the Deal Breaker, Cashmere. Cashmere in particular, as he's showing this off, is kind of like checking out his own like figure. He looks up at the others. They're like, all these figures are doing like cool poses. They're it would have been like, I guess at one point they would have done like a posing for like a picture or something, and that's basically what it would be.
Yeah, like here's the lineup.
And he looks up at the others. Cool, huh? I got this. I might have snuck off at some point. You got this, but it's cool, right?
When did you
Impressive commission.
Wow.
I just wanted to, commemorate it. It was fun.
Turner's just kind of like just like stunned looking at it. Probably a bit more like odd and caught off guard, just like seeing that Darkwing is kind of like the centerpiece, and he just asks like, "Where did you get this? Where did you get this done? Who made this?"
What was it again? It was.
There's a tinker shop in Karifi.
Yeah, that's right.
Very well-respected craftsman mole named Olip.
I had it transferred the whole way here. I'm surprised they knew where to find me, but I guess we're pretty high profile now, huh?
I'll file that away to worry about later, but this is quite fantastic.
Yeah, and we can put it on the cart, display it. Everyone can see it.
Well, would that go against SHL protocol to proudly display our characters on our everyday?
I mean, we could just call it a fan project.
When all is said and done, you could hang it on your bedside and look at it fondly as a nice memory.
I absolutely will.
Tina leans close to you, Alex. Is that you?
Oh yeah, he's right in the middle.
Did everything in my power to stay anonymous.
Did pretty well.
It's almost a shame that it's not magic.
That's great. You were able to bring joy to people. SHL, right? I've heard of it. Good for you.
Yeah. I don't say it often, but really glad I joined up with this. With all you.
For what it's worth, Grim says to Tina, the reason we were there in the first place was because we were investigating a time power. You know how those go.
Yeah, we're glad to have you, Cash. I shall look back on these times fondly myself.
You see great camaraderie and great strength among you. Gives you a earnest smile, Cashmere.
I probably don't need to say it much because with my constant cheery demeanor, but it's mutual.
I'm sure you paid a lot for those intricacies. After all, the devil is in the details.
Cashmere will, still grinning, will walk over to Wade and give him a punch in the arm.
My memories of that day so often linger on the negative, so this is nice.
The bard is still in character, still just getting harassed.
It's what he does best.
I suppose so.
Well, I've fallen into the habit of early slumber and early rise to greet every sunrise. So I'll see you all in the morning, all right?
Okay. Well, think about if you ever have any questions about that retirement plan. I think there's a place perfect for someone like you. Although you might even be a bit too powerful for that.
I have no room to think of such things, but when all's said and done, I suppose I'll have to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sleep well. Done some hard work today. Thank you.
Miss Maltina?
God, she would seriously just like accidentally destroy someone in a match.
When Tina goes, Crim will kind of turn and glance at Alex and just ask, "Was she always like that?"
Not quite to this extreme. I'm sure part of it's been brought out by, being in the middle of what she sees as her destiny.
Yeah.
Maybe she.
But the general idea was always there.
Wonder if she felt she had to overcompensate, being that, well, maybe she felt incomplete with only one half of you two.
Maybe.
I expect she'll find herself listless in the days when she is a soldier with no war to fight.
Well, fortunately I set her on a new career path. I'm sure she'll do fantastic. Turner's actually fantasizing about that battle.
Now we have these fire newts ahead of us. Let's get it done.
All right. The food is beautiful as all the jewels and accoutrements on people's persons in this place.
That's how that
And-
word's pronounced.
Yeah. The night passes. Remind me, I don't believe so. I try to keep track of these things, but are there any other letters and such in progress?
Yeah, I completely forgot to mention it. Like, from like the previous texting that we had done, Turner would have just like sent a message to Bela. Nothing that would have like had any big ramifications on anything. But just to kind of go over it, this would have been. He probably wouldn't have actually sent it until they got to a town anyway. So we could just say before he leaves. He just writes a bit of a cryptic message to Bela saying that they've discovered more about Crim's condition and the source of it, and thinks that it might be something that she would have an interest in learning about. If this interests you, just send me a word whenever. She should know.
And Crim had also requested to mention that Crim is okay.
Oh,
Because as is the ambiguous wording, we'd be like, "Yeah, we put him down" or some shit.
Yeah, we got room for a new mascot. Yeah, he also would have asked Cashmere if you want to put like a little doodle on there, like she does. Do like a little doodle of a dragon on it, because on her letters to Turner, she would have like a little doodle of a bat and then one of a crow. Do you want a doodle Crim on there?
Sure.
And what Crim would have done, as I mentioned, Tal, I don't remember how many sessions ago it was, but he just sent a letter to his parents saying, "Hey, yeah, found out what was going on with me. It was pretty bad actually, but I'm okay. Maybe when I get back I can tell you the specifics. Also, if I don't get back, it's probably because time sent us way forward. We'll get back to you later. Just in case." Because at this point, Crim is really paranoid about all the weird time shit happening, and it just occurs to him, "Oh, we might just like vanish for a while, won't we?"
We can't have a contingency for everything.
Yeah, he likes contingencies and stuff like that. But otherwise, he would have said like, "Yeah, the person behind it had horrible intentions. Thankfully, we stopped them, and there are a few more dragons in the world now, and I'm not alone. They're learning things. Everything is fine. Still on adventures." And then he'll like give a description of like new books he found, as his routine.
You know, paper's not cheap, Crim.
What he had said otherwise. Aside from those contingencies of, "Hey, don't worry if I fucking vanish from the face of Bose for a bit. I probably just got time warped."
Oh, that's Crim, always getting time warped.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Turner would have disregarded the note that he had sent. Would have considered asking Wade just to give a sending spell instead, but then he also kind of remembers that Wade was very much like a proponent of like just burning these notes, so he just opted not to get him involved.
Oh.
Okay. Cool.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Very
Tal's
cool.
losing it.
Guys, he's having a
Quick,
stroke.
put him down.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Hot soon.
Why are you be right backing? Good to be here.
I have a wireless mic. I just gotta go take care of someone who's spattering.
No.
I'm actually just gonna get some water.
Okay. Right. Let me switch to travel mode here.
Traveling.
Skill challenge activate.
How do you put up with Tina's optimism? Just kidding.
Make a charisma and wisdom saving throw.
Okay, give me one sec here. Load screen.
But yeah, in case I got missed, Turner just figured that Vela can just give him a sending spell. That's kind of what the send a word meant. The send would be capitalized.
You're asking her to send back
He
to
would
you?
have, yeah, he would have written like, if this intrigues you, send a word with the send being very specifically capitalized.
You would know personally that she's never demonstrated such capabilities, but maybe someone at the university has that.
She wouldn't have access to at least third level spells, or would it just not work that way for her?
Bose does not have long distance teleportation or communication magics, but there's no restriction to PCs.
Oh,
You
I
guys
see.
are extraordinary in being able to do this, but
Oh,
as is listed in the lore, yeah, there's a reason no one ever sendings you guys.
okay.
We're special.
Well then, great. We'll find some way that through some sort of contrived shenanigans, they find a way to get the message brought to him.
Yeah, there's a vigorous news network, mail network, especially in this part of Bose. So as long as you're in a big city,
And you had to
things are
make
copy made and can find you.
you had to make those walkie-talkies like super expensive.
Indeed.
Oh,
the lore,
I'm still
man.
here. I'm still here for when you need it.
Hey, Tal,
Lore.
random question, but like, so I know you changed the way that resonance works from the previous system. I'm guessing like you can't just like find something like mundane and just like put resonance in it just to make it magical so it's indestructible. It wouldn't be that simple. Okay.
Nascency no longer is accessible.
Okay. Understand.
I think
I'll
typically
find a way.
it's not even necessarily indestructible either. It's just
Well, very
like,
hard to
resistance
destroy.
all damage.
Yeah. We'll find a
Okay.
a cheap, shitty magic item then.
The next day is more traveling. west of Murbarak now, although the immediate scenery is very similar. You'll quickly find that Tina is as she is, but she's not oblivious. She's not a chatterbox. She would pick up on cues, even not said, like, okay, maybe this is a type of traveling people that don't like to have this sort of topic or this sort of tone or even talk so much. So she fits in just fine. She has a way about her, too, when she's not speaking, this faraway look like she's thinking about something deeply. That's sort of her natural expression. She rides a giant crocodile, which puts her like 4 feet above the ground almost. And you go along with the wagon, Dynamo, and I guess not Volo. He at this point would have said, thanks for the lift, thanks for the safety, but I'll find my own way from here.
Yeah, I mean, once we got into a city, that's kind of the main thing. It's like, all right, you're not dead.
Don't go out into the wilderness alone again.
Like, sure.
Best to look on the path.
Absolutely going out in the wilderness. Fucking look at him.
Do we have an idea of what the timeline for traveling would be to get to where we need to in Angvar?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Let me look it up.
Okay, this will determine if I'm able to craft a scroll in time or not.
I just had the funniest thought that, like, imagine we just keep running into these random NPCs where they, like, just appear here and there, and eventually, like, it just culminates in, like, a session where we do nothing but run into random NPCs that we had seen along the way, just because of how many had built up.
It's a beach episode.
It would be about 5 days by wagon on this nice road to get to the beginnings of the Theron Wetlands part of Angvar.
Okay, I can make 2 3rd-level spell scrolls if I want to then. Neat.
Whoa, Joe.
Excuse you.
As we're going, Alex is going to approach Piper and Dynamo, finally ready to actually do something with this equipment they've been hauling around all this time.
Ooh, first time!
Heck yeah. They're so down to do more aimed tinkering and are ready and willing.
And he presents the Wand of Wonder. It can do some pretty interesting things, but it is wildly unpredictable. And as we have seen, is just as capable of being a detriment as a benefit. And he approaches them, hoping they can find some way to bring a little bit more of a handle on the chaos. Make it a little more less random.
Yeah.
And after a bit of tinkering, comes out as the Wand of Fortune. And now, when I use it, I get to roll twice, and I get to pick which result I want rather than just being stuck with whatever it gives me.
How advantageous.
Awesome.
Boozing for a bruising bugle.
Yeah.
I
Wade's
guess-
Wade's happily spinning his little pistol on the side.
I like to think that
Just kidding.
sorry, since Crim was the one who seemed to be resonating the most, that he helped Alex with how to tinker with it along with them, becoming a fucking gearhead over here.
So you have to find a name for it someday.
There's plenty of time when the pack beasts are getting a break that you can do this tinkering, chatting, foraging, all that good stuff. At the first camp of the first night, Tina is looking through all the bags and equipment on Hope the crocodile, and she swears under her breath and turns to you, Alex, as the sun has just past setting. Curses. I left a saddlebag of preserved meat in Murbarak. I'll need to hunt for Hope. A good deal. Alex, would you help me? You know the local ecology and what would be good for Hope's nutrition. Could you find something nearby? She only eats once per day, so it's rather important.
We're all hunting for hope these days.
True enough.
Let's see.
If you'd like a mundane end to your evening, I'm sure we have some magic that could feed her, but where's the fun in that?
She's on an all-natural diet, I'm afraid. Magic is great for many things, but sustaining my companion, I am wary.
Quite
Yeah,
fair.
I'm more interested in if I'm using magic for anything just to help find stuff rather than, you know. Yeah, I can try to help.
All right. Can I aid? I might just go that way. South, you take north, something like that.
Sure.
All right. I'll gear up. Thanks. And she takes her unstrung bow and starts stringing it, and starts making some preparations.
There goes the chosen.
Should we keep an eye on her? I
Oh,
don't
she
know how
hasn't left yet,
landing.
to be clear.
Oh yeah, Crim kind of asks that to the others. Like, we're kind of in uncharted territory here.
Are we currently like? Is this like our first day out on the road?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll link us up, and Wade will start casting ritual for telepathy.
Telepathic bond.
Okay.
Yeah.
With Tina or without Tina?
He could explain it to her and just see if she's up for it. If
I think it would
She
defeat the
is-
purpose if it wasn't with Tina.
Yeah, that's the point.
yeah.
Yeah, she'd be down.
Okay. Turtle would ask, would you, well, since since they have to do this anyway, does she want like anyone to come with her, and then someone can go with Alex?
We must be only 30 miles out from Murbarak. I imagine it's pretty safe. Unless there's an eruption, of course, but I think I'll be
Well-
fine. You'll be fine, right, Alex?
Well, we've just had bad experiences when certain friends who will remain nameless have gone off on their own, so we're a little paranoid.
He's not. Cashmere's making sure he's not. Make it look so he's not paying attention. He just look at his fingertips.
Technically, time-wise, that never happened.
Oh, we still felt it. Or at least he did.
She seems to not be concerned. What is Alex's reaction?
I wouldn't mind having someone come with me if you guys want.
Well, I mean, coming with you wasn't in the question. It was basically like split up and then have half them accompany her, half them accompany you. Was the suggestion.
There wasn't much else to do. I mean, we probably also need to guard the camp. And
That's
the
true.
folks there at the wagon.
That's true.
Okay.
So I guess we can just do a simple split. Someone goes with Alex, someone goes with Tina. The rest of us remain at camp on standby. Standard stuff. This isn't too crazy. People are probably good at hunting. For example, Crim would be good as long as he's directed. He's not good at survival, but he's good at actually hunting.
Who's going with Alex?
Who does Alex want to
Crim.
go with? Okay.
If there's
Okay.
no objection.
Fine by
That's
me.
right.
Okay. Crim, as you start heading off, and Tina looks like she's just about finished, you're heading off into the grasses. She stays a moment and verifies that Alex and Crim have gone. She turns to you who remain. I wanted to talk to you. I would have preferred Crim was here too. But might we chat without Alex?
We can tell him later. What is this about?
I'm not sure. And it plagues my thoughts every night. Why Alex left. We were clear on the prophecy, clear on what we were being trained for ever since we hatched. We were clear. It all lined up. And I know that he didn't care for his role. He didn't take to it like he could have. But he left of his own volition. Do you all understand that?
Yeah,
Well,
I do. I think we
That-
all do, actually.
well, that depends. Are you surprised that he was able to choose to, or are you surprised that he wanted to?
That he wanted to. He's powerful, smart. He can leave if he wishes. It's within his abilities. But why? It doesn't make sense to me. Has he shown neglect of duty, an absence of goodness to you all?
Sounds like this is bothering you, actually.
I've seen quite the opposite in that man. He has helped many people that I don't think he could have if he had followed the prophecy. I've seen that firsthand. And he's done it on his own terms.
Also, take this from someone who knows. It can be difficult to follow a path that was laid out for you with no say in it of your own, and everyone around telling you that you have expectations that you need to live up to.
Yeah.
Simply because you can.
That's... Go ahead, please.
Being expected to do one thing and wanting to do another. Yeah, I get where he was coming from. I was there. I did that too. And it's hard, suffocating even.
That is ironic for an axolotl, but suffocating is how he seemed some days, especially when others were around. But that's not good enough. That doesn't make sense to me. You say it's suffocating, you say there's a difference between what you want to do and what you should do. But if you only understood the culture we come from, the importance of what this means to everyone in those wetlands, it isn't just, oh, I don't really feel like doing this, I don't want to do this. It's everyone's future at stake. How can you walk away from that?
Oh. You took it a little personally, didn't you?
I can't understand it, and it's always bothered me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, from what Alex told us, I believe he said you seemed understanding about it. Did you ever think to ask him what his reasons were?
Yes, I tried to be understanding. I certainly was, and I still am sympathetic. I guess we're just different people, because I cannot understand it.
He's here now, isn't he? Well, not here, but I'm sure you get what I'm saying. Perhaps a bit late, but better than ever.
Well, I wanted to speak to you first. I wanted to verify that you think he will work with me, with us. Is that true? Or do you think he will... I don't want to do him the disservice of saying get cold feet.
Well, he made the journey all the way over here, did he not?
He did.
As long as there's those to help, that man will be there. He's shown me that much.
Yeah.
Told I'm a bit jealous.
And well, there's a problem to solve. Even if Alex wasn't here, I'd want to figure it out.
I thank you for supporting him, as I'm sure he has supported you. I will speak with him privately and get to the bottom of this. I don't want there to be secret scorn between us.
Fair enough. If I would recommend one thing, it would just be thinking about your own purpose once all this is said and done.
I mean, why? You say this as if this future after the prophecy is so important.
Well,
Do you see your life as having no more meaning than that beyond? Do you see it as it being over? Do you have some sort of belief that you won't make it out of it?
The heron hunts and eats fish, and that is what it thinks about, because it must. That is its purpose. Afterward, come what may, but it must hunt the fish. I will be like the heron.
Well, I suppose you'll have time to think about it once we're finished.
Yes, maybe. Started kind of her thoughts are elsewhere. Thank you again. I suppose I should hunt. Come then, one of you. Must be safe and all that. It's wise.
that sounds good. Who is it again that was going with her? Or...
I don't think you
No one
guys
volunteered.
decided.
Oh shit! Shit! Fuck!
Alright, people
You have
roll
a horse?
D6. 1, 2
Alright.
is snap.
I think
3,
there's only
4 is
4.
0, 5, 6 is 10.
D4 or D6?
Yeah, I guess a D6 makes sense. Right, because there's only 3 left of us.
Fine.
So I mean,
Turner!
Turner's conscripted. Okay, I guess it makes
No,
sense
it's
that he came up with the idea in the first place.
All right, what I do is a little wince. Has to go on. One day the heron will run out of fish to hunt. We'll see what that day is.
Jeez, what's happening to the ocean?
She just says, Heads off into the dry grasses with you, Turner.
Turner flies, yay!
Oh, overpowered. Nerf.
Do we want to go on break?
Yeah, like
Break would
every
be
so
good.
often, hang on, like every so often when Turner's doing the flying to hunt, he like looks back and he sees Crim's also flying to do the hunt, and he waves at him excitedly while flying.
Then you just hear like in the telepathic bond, hello, Crim.
Hi, Turner.
Hello, Crim.
Hello, Crim.
Oh, they all repeat it.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
Thanks
there's
for
no choice. Every communication is like universal.
Yeah, they all
bond.
hear it, but I
Yeah.
mean, but do they all repeat it? Is the question.
I'm coming in from
Of course.
30 northwest.
Weapons free. Light up that antelope, boys.
Box 3.
Oh my god.
I guess
Wow.
scorching ray at 5th level. Okay, break time?
Disturbing.
Break
Yeah.
time.
Break time. I don't know, man.
And that's
Lisa.
why Dragonite's the best Pokemon.
He's right.
It was a
That was
terrible
great.
story.
You all agree, don't you?
We just talked for 20 minutes about Dragonite. My God.
Dragonite sucks.
Where were we?
Excuse me.
We just finished hunting, presumably, and prior, Tina was doing some gossip about
You know-
Alex.
At first, when she like suggested that we need to go hunting now, which is how random it was, I thought she was like using it as an excuse to like just kind of get Alex alone. No, it was the opposite.
I suppose
Well,
in some
she
way,
should get
in
Alex
some way-
alone, kind of.
in some way she has a point.
Alex and Crim and Turner, do you have any specific details you wish to provide, or shall we survival check it?
Unfortunately,
Well,
I don't have locate object. Well, I mean, it's one that I was like thinking about preparing, but like the day changes just kind of happened before I can like really take the time to go through my spells. How serious like was she about like actually like is this really the only food that her thing can eat, or was that just an excuse to get him out of there?
Do you ask her?
Yeah, I guess he would ask like yeah, why not ask? So when you said that these are the only things that that Hope will eat, was that just an excuse to? Was that just an excuse for urgency, or was that part true?
Well, it is true that I prefer Hope eat natural, live prey. I certainly have the means and the supplies to provide more. I certainly have supplies and the means to provide more. I'd be a failure of a biomancer if I didn't.
Okay, then I'll conserve my resources.
How about up north?
Meanwhile, you like Turner would look into the sky briefly, with like maybe when he's contemplating, and you just see like a supersized Crim just dive bombing the ground suddenly, and like he comes up later, he's carrying like an entire carcass back.
I wonder if I can cast Animal Messenger and have the receiver be Hope's mouth.
Wow.
You get resolved.
I think
message for Hope's throat. Oh, what?
I think Turner would just say that I believe depending on the results of the survival check, Crim might have done the work for us.
Okay. Well, you return with some. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Alex looks up at Kearns and he's like, I was just gonna cast Starry Wisp. I guess that works.
Crim looks like he's having the time of his life.
Just let him be. Let him do his thing.
Live on hardtack, salted pork, and good berries forever.
Being able to actually hunt something seems to have like scratched an instinctual itch he didn't know he had.
A couple hours later, you're all back together at the camp, which is in full swing. Some bad music coming from Dynamo's throat and intermixed with laughter as he chats with Piper.
Is she
Wait.
singing the Resident Evil mansion basement theme?
Nah,
Sure.
She just keeps on repeating. She just keeps on repeating down, down, down by the river.
Yeah. She would be thankful of anything you had to share with her, and she starts prepping it, skinning it, getting out the salt bags, all that good stuff to make
Ooh,
jerky and
preserving.
whatever.
Smart.
And as time ticks by, when it's, maybe you're thinking of going to bed, she would stand up suddenly and walk somewhat stiffly over to you, Alex. Alex, do you have a moment? I wanted to ask you something about home.
Sure.
Just seeing how like she gets up, Turner just imagine she does that all the time, and then just kind of mutters to someone, "That's not going to be good for the knees long term."
Yeah, Wade just gives us look of like in high school, like seeing two people about to gossip. Oh.
Dick.
I always like to walk and talk, as you know. How about over there?
Sure.
In this not suspicious direction.
Great. She walks off into the moonlit dark with you.
She summons her 8 minions and starts attacking you.
Yeah, Crim kind of just tilts his head. He's like, "Oh yeah, he doesn't know. She seems tense. Something wrong?"
I think she's going to have that conversation that she had with us, but with him.
Oh, what was that conversation?
Oh, right. You weren't there.
It was about devotion to duty and whatnot. Her philosophy reminds me of those the last war. Anyways.
Huh.
Alex,
Well, I think I know what this is about, and I figured it's probably something we should get out of the way sooner rather than later.
I agree. If we are to be working together, I want to know that it's going to be together.
Yeah, I mean, I tactically need to split up for a bit, but as a whole, yes, that is the plan.
Good. It took me a long time to come to terms with the truth that you left in the night of your own volition. But I did finally have that realization with others' help. I'm sorry for any way I contributed to the way you felt back then.
It's really that much of a surprise that I did it.
Actually, yes, I never thought you would actually leave it all behind, no matter how you felt, which I know was not good.
I find it funny. I went across the whole damn continent trying to get away from my destiny. Now here I've come walking right back into it. Arguably, I ran into it in the process of running away.
I took the liberty of talking with some of your companions, and maybe the circumstances you ended up in, they sound outlandish and trying, as well as their company is responsible for you coming back. Or was there something in particular you meant?
Unlike you, I've thought a lot about what happens if this all gets fulfilled. And the more I've thought of it, there's there's nothing in there that says there's only one crisis, isn't there? And so I just started to wonder, is this my life? Is that all I am for the rest of time? Is not being allowed to be me, not being my own individual, just being someone else's hero the whole time?
Yes. I know this trajectory of your thoughts is something we've talked about to some degree before. So what if you are the person? If the definition of Alex is the person who, along with me, fulfills this prophecy and helps so many people, whatever the crisis is, I suppose, although I think it's rather obvious. Isn't that good? Isn't that not a good thing?
Let's be very clear. I am going to define what Alex is. In this case, yeah, I think we happen to be in agreement. When anyway, I spent a while trying to convince myself that I'm not going to help other people just because that would be playing into fate or whatever. Want to know what changed that?
I do.
Happened when I saw a woman murdered in cold blood in her own inn.
That's awful.
Got an idea of what it is that we're up against. What these time powers do to people.
I am aware of these things.
I wrestled a lot with what it was at that point. Was I an idiot to try to think that I could stand up to fate? Was it just something that I was bound by? Were my own feelings completely irrelevant? But as I've traveled with these people, so many of whom have stood up to what seemed to be their own fate and decided carve their own path. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm still going to help people. That's not going to change, but I'm doing it on my terms. Not because someone who I've never met told me that I'm going to. Because it's what I want to do.
I've always believed the journey, the reasoning is more important than where you end up. There's no way I'm going to change your mind. I've tried that, and I saw the path it led to your footsteps leading a way that I couldn't even find. But in this case, I can't argue. If it ends up with you helping, acting as Spring's chosen, then that's enough for me. And I suppose I'm happy that it will be under your terms, since that's what you want.
There's another thing that I guess we should talk about. You have said again and again that this is all you are. This is the summation of Tina. Autumn's chosen.
I am Tina Deloro, Autumn's chosen. I will fulfill the prophecy.
And I'm being serious about this, but what then? You have talked about it's not relevant, but it is. What are you going to do when you become aimless? When this purpose, this entire reason for your being is gone? Maybe solving this is the higher priority now, but if you don't have something in mind, I don't think you're going to be in a good place afterwards. You need to have something, or I don't know, maybe in some way you'll become kind of like I was. Feeling like you're thrust into a position, I mean, by your own logic, your life would cease to have meaning. Is that what you want?
Her posture has shifted subtly as you spoke. And through no means you can tell the crocodile's demeanor has as well. And it swings its great head towards you, this guttural hiss like a warning. She puts her hand on it and reaches for a water bottle, drinks some of it, and squirts the rest on her. Why do you and Cheetah, everyone keeps saying this to me? This is not a concern that anyone from our home has raised, anyone important in these lands, the governments, the Bay. I would have the greatest joy and fulfillment to be the answer to the outcries of all of these people. Surely that will be enough. I see no reason to worry over that future beyond.
I think that future's approaching pretty rapidly. And hopefully, you live for quite a while after that. Do you think you can spend decades just living off of one fulfillment? Grand though it may be.
I don't know.
I'm
I've never thought about it.
I'm not. Look, if this prophecy it gives you meaning, I'm not going to try to shake you from it. I'm not going to try to tell you it's not real or anything like that. But if you're not prepared, if you don't have something in mind, kind of trails off, not knowing how to finish that sentence.
Well, this is distracting.
Just
But
think about it, okay?
if you can promise me that you are with me in this effort, that you and I'm sure your companions are reliable, in exchange, the least I can do is give thought to what comes next. Is that an agreeable exchange?
Alex gives a bit of a smile. Yeah, I think I can do that.
It's good to see that smile again. Rare as it was, makes it all the greater. Thank you for your time. This sounds so formal. It's just been too long.
You know, I wonder if after this is dealt with, wonder if you'd be willing to help us out with these time powers. We
Yes.
could certainly use some allies.
Sounds like they have caused you and others much distress as well. Yes, maybe. I mean, not as much as these fire newts and the destruction they are wreaking, but I want to hear more after it's taken care of.
Consider it preventative measures.
Right. Time to get some shut-eye. Another grand day awaits tomorrow.
More time on the road, you mean? Very grand.
Doesn't sound like Biomancer speak to me. He starts, ribbing you metaphorically.
Hey, look, I'm sorry. I haven't figured out how to... Actually, I kind of have figured out how to turn into a dragon by now. I just don't really bother with it.
She's like, oh, really? Okay, you have to tell me about your recent travels and this dragon stuff. How'd you meet him? And that topic carries you back into camp.
Well, he hasn't been punched.
Fucking take resolve. That was good.
And
Very good.
Doc's characters always have their moments.
Right. Well, there's no threats except emotional ones this night. You're able to get your intermediate rest on the road.
Yippee.
I assume we got like a long rest before this because we were able to rest at the at Murrock.
Yeah.
I'll just mention through the course of traveling, Turner purchased the supplies for crafting 2 spells of Comprehend Languages at 3rd level.
Neat.
It'll take I think 2.5 days for each one. If with using the wagons, you can do it in half the time.
After the session, I'll be getting an intermediate rest for work.
Hopefully, you got your nap.
It'll be another grand day tomorrow, Bugle, at work.
Oh my god.
Think of what good you can do for those around you. Yes.
God. If I saw someone with that kind of energy at work, I don't know how long I would last.
I'm gonna mop the hell out of that machine grease.
Do you drink coffee,
Ready
Emma?
to help people?
Yes.
We work in insurance, of course we're not.
Oh my god.
We're here to help our
Wow.
people.
That's fucking brutal.
Starting with our stockholders. Will, who's helping them out, huh?
Okay.
Incredibles line. Nice.
I don't remember that. Huh.
I think it was really early on.
Yeah, it was really good in the movie. It's the boss guy.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Been too long since I watched that movie.
Where are we?
I think I'm going to work on making a spell scroll as well.
Ah, neat.
I don't know,
Yeah,
Tal.
we-
Where are we?
What are you making?
we just light a cigarette. Where are we?
100 miles west. Oh no, a day passed. Oh no, another day passed. Now you're really close.
Hey, I got one scroll ready.
Okay.
Snark.
So, Ingvar, huh? That's where we're going, huh? Okay, okay.
Sorry, just want to make sure I know for certain. The question I had asked earlier was about like how many days it would take to get here. You guesstimated 5. Is that how many days passed or no?
Not yet, but you
Okay.
will pass 5 days without issue.
Okay, no worries. I just want to make sure I appropriately log what I have in my inventory.
That's awesome. Okay. So, Angvar. The shift is a gradual one, not like when you emerge from Apex Woods into Kara, but the ground gets a little hillier, the air gets a little wetter, mountains come into view through haze in the clear afternoons. Ingvar is a land where the great mountains by the coast send forth the rivers, which become offshoots and splits from these florid mountains, and they meander like half asleep, becoming slow in their flow and wide in their area of coverage that gives rise to these vast wetlands amid the hills. The sand becomes dirt, which becomes soil, water here, water there. It's boggy. It becomes a place where there are green, large, verdant islands surrounded by shallow water, and small woodlands in between here and there as well. But, Alex, this is different from the last time you were here, and anyone else who happens to have traveled to this place. It has been transformed because the sky is an unhealthy gray, and as you breathe it on this newest day, it's dry and scratchy on your throats. There's shards of rock that are like splinted upward from water, from the islands of green, from the soil alike, and holes in them still letting out steam from the bowels of the earth, and some even have lava dribbling out. So these waters, before I'm sure they were teeming with, fungi, whatever, now they're contaminated with sludge and obsidian in places. It gets worse the more west you go. And you see dead fish on the shores of these islands, dead fish on the stream beds. You see towns that are small and humble, but abandoned or destroyed. But no signs of active danger yet.
I've seen enough fire and ash for a lifetime.
Unfortunately, I don't have any spells that can like help with breathing. So hopefully we don't get any any horrible effects from that.
I'm somewhat used to it.
Crim's got the constitution for it. But yeah, Crim's looking around. He's like, I don't think he's ever seen anything quite this horrible before in terms of environment. So he's like awestruck and also at awe full in how it is. And he's like, this is what they do?
I wonder which of our enemies are worse, the ones that are born evil like these, or the ones who choose to be.
Well, at
I
the
mean,
moment,
in terms of which one, well, in terms of how you deal with them, the ones born evil are usually a little more cut and dry.
True enough.
it's getting quite dry here.
And
I wasn't like this when I left.
Yeah,
how are you even supposed to fix?
You first.
How are you even supposed to fix something like this?
The first thing you do is stop what's causing it. You can think about that later.
Like, that's exactly.
You know, this feeling I have in my throat is just a little nostalgic.
It is for me too, in all the worst ways.
Tao, this music is too upbeat.
We're just getting started. That's the 4th day of travel, and the 5th, when you finally reach the place you're going, the Theron Wetlands, which is a subsection of Angvar. That's when it's the worst.
Ooh.
Again, not an abrupt shift, but just this phenomenon is a little worse here. It's gray, not like a smoggy gray, a dense gray. You can still see far away, but you can tell that it is different than what this biome is supposed to be. And these trees, the mangrove trees with their wide web-like root systems that are so present in this place, a lot of them are kind of askew or broken clean through by these vents that have been created. Here, there's not really so much active lava or a process that needs to be stopped, like all hands on deck. So as you go into here, maybe this was a place that was hit earlier. The Theron Wetlands, they are... Imagine, like, there's not great cities, there's not dense towns. It's a place where the people believe that changing the natural world is a prideful conceit. So you have these, like, dock towns integrated into the mangroves. You have people bent over, like, replanting even as they cut down the wood beside where they have planted, beside where they planted. You see big mushrooms and moss on all the sturdy wooden scaffolds of the constructions here. You see pointy roofs with water kind of always ever present, even in the dryness that's unnatural here, dripping, and more moss and mushrooms growing on the roofs with no attempts to clean them or cut them away. And there's bridges, short and long, that are little more than arches of wood for people who prefer not to or must not get wet. But the type of creatures you see here, they're obviously adapted to moisture. You see moose, nutria, a couple of ibis, frogs, salamanders in plenty, snakes like anaconda, gators, fishers. With me so far?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
But one thing I should say pretty quickly here. The first few people you see, they take note of Tina, primarily. They take note of Alex to some degree, and they look at you all curiously too, but they run ahead like excitable little mice without even stopping to engage you in conversation. Just like, oh, people are coming. Oh, yes, that's them. And they just go further west, deeper into Theron Wetlands.
Oh boy, here it comes.
Were they expecting us?
Oh, yes, and word will quickly spread.
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not good with attention. Still trying to get used to it.
Well, we're no strangers to it.
Actually,
Oh.
I should have said this earlier. I guess I wasn't sure how. Alex, now that the prophesied time seems to have finally arrived, you all can think of it as a government-approved religious edict has been issued around the time I was leaving. People have been recommended to not interfere with the Chosen's concentration and duty during this time unless it is explicitly necessary. So I fear that people may be making themselves scarce as we are here.
Seriously?
Ordinarily, I'd be bothered by that, but I think under the circumstances, maybe it happens for the best.
Yeah,
Wow, they really take this seriously. Although, there won't be much interfering if we ask questions, right?
That would probably be
Oh,
on the
well.
deemed necessary category.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could coax them. Yes.
yeah, we don't need more civvies around what we do.
Yeah, but
Are we really using
I
that
mean,
term?
I want to ask questions. If there's nobody around,
If anything
Actually-
about...
They're only trying to avoid the two of us, and gestures at himself and Tina. You all might be able to go about this like normal, more or less.
Oh, that's
oh
true.
yeah, they wouldn't recognize us, would they?
Although, they might also be less intent to answer if it's not you. Kind of a paradox, isn't it?
What is
Do you have a letter?
We are a strange people, many outsiders say, but they will not be afraid or turn you away.
That's more like convincing them that we're who we say we are.
Well, I did want to, now that I understand certain circumstances better, try to repair Alex's image. I think it might be best if I go alone and spread word that you all are with us and that the time of the prophecy's fruition is indeed nigh. I can say you're off reattuning your body and mind to the land, Alex. Paint you in a good light,
he was
you know?
he was acquiring allies who would help with the fight.
Exactly.
Indirectly, what happened?
So, in other words, some damage control.
That is...
I respect it. I can link up some telepathy between us if you need any assistance. But is everyone all right with that? With the plan? Or we could go across our own business.
If you wish, you all are also welcome to accompany me so I can show that you're here to help. But if you wish to make your own path, understood.
Wait, how about you assist with that? You are the... Well, when you choose to be, you are the best talker of us.
Oh, what a chick.
Charming as ever, friend.
And that's why
Well,
it's not me.
Wait, we'll mount onto Victoria next to Tina. I suppose. Why not?
Are you going to do the bond before this? Or no?
Oh yeah. You do a quick ritual
That'd be
cast of
wise.
it.
Okay. Okay. As you're ritually casting, yeah, you're here in this not as wet as it could be wetland, but I'm sure by this point your ankles, boots if you got them, pant legs if you're wearing them are soaked with muck. It might be bothering some of you, but that's the norm around here. Get used to it.
The humidity's killing me.
Crim seems just fine.
Turner appreciates that there's a lot of trees.
Heck yeah. Alright, so Tina will give a searching look to you, Alex, before she heads off. You'll be alright?
Oh, I've been through worse.
Alright.
Let's spread some word.
Yeah, this crocodile now kind of favoring the deeper water with its tail. It's going forward. You guys wade forth. Wade.
Wow.
There's a crossing over there. Let's hit it.
Fucking...
And
I bet we're not gonna find a lot of cash here.
Gross. Ew.
if it's okay, let's go with Alex's adventures first.
Sure. Sounds
Alright,
good.
Alex. What do you do? You're home. There's no one else in sight.
Said some things for a little bit. Seems to be pondering something. Shakes his head, seems to reconsider. Let's just see if anybody has some idea of what's going on. Let's try to piece the story together.
You're saying that to yourself, right?
I think everybody but Wade is still with me, so.
Oh, really?
I imagine.
Is that
Yeah,
the
can
plan?
we-
I was under the
let's-
impression
let's-
that was the plan.
Yeah, let's do a brief
Game plan?
overview of who's going where.
I imagine
So-
Turner would be looking for like if we go by like stereotypical portrayals of these things, like some type of like a wise person or someone who knows a little more about like the mystical elements of here. Turner would kind of seek them to take notes. Maybe that's something Alex is doing too. I don't know.
So, as you're talking about this, Tina would gently butt in. Why don't you all come with me? I think... I don't know how to say this, but one of the reasons is I wonder if Alex might benefit from some time alone in his home to remember.
Crim gives an uneasy look to Alex, and then figures they have the telepathy if he runs into trouble. So
There's a kind of a thought through the bond. That's the last place I want to be.
Make sure to wipe your shoes on the carpet.
well, just make sure that if something's up, contact us. We'll, look around.
Cashmere, well, we're in telepathy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Crim said that out loud, but you can do it in
Yeah.
telepathy.
Yeah, I think we're all close enough to each other, so we probably don't need to specifically use that. But
Well, Cashmere will tell Alex directly through telepathy. He'll say, I can keep an eye on you up in the trees, out of sight, just in case.
Some binoculars.
I mean, I don't think the people here would try to harm him, would they? They seemed pretty
No.
excited when he was here.
I would need at least an hour or two to repair some of the twisted beliefs that may have grown from his mysterious and sudden departure. And I don't know if it would be good for him to... You understand what I'm saying?
I get it.
Oh, it's like the caravans again.
No, take the time. Why not?
Oh,
Not opposed to watching out for each other, of course.
well, the choice is Alex's, I would say.
Let's do is I'd give a holler if anything goes wrong.
No objections.
Cashmere
Very
shrugs. Whatever you say.
Appreciate it. All right. Be well.
Hiya.
Yeah.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Trot, trot, trot.
Why did that sound sultry?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
You're sultrily swinging a sword across grass for rupees.
Now we're at Alex's adventures.
Yeah, you can tell Tal's got something planned.
What you doing, Alex?
What is he doing?
Very reluctantly making his way back home.
Okay. It's probably a 20-minute walk, swim from here. A place where your clan is a bit more dominant. As you swim through these waters, you occasionally see people. You have a knack for spotting people before they spot you. And you see how they're going about their normal life, and when they're aware and they recognize you immediately, or they ask someone nearby, that's one of the chosen, he's back. And then they scatter. No one approaches you, no one calls out to you. And I suppose this is a familiarity to you, a cold familiarity. As even if it's not how people behaved throughout your life, it's certainly how it felt all your life. Minutes pass. It's cold, despite the heat of the vents that are dormant now. It's wet, which is nice. And soon your home comes into view. Do you care to describe it?
Alex's house, in some ways, it's kind of like reminiscent of a beaver dam, kind of. Like the entrance is in the water. Mostly made out of wood, kind of. I mean, it's not like just a bunch of random sticks or anything, but fashioned in wood, probably fashioned out of wood, probably with some sort of coating or enchantment or something on it so it doesn't rot into pieces.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to, rebuild it every 2 weeks. Probably too damp for there to be anything like a chimney.
Right.
And I don't imagine windows are really much of a possibility given the construction. I don't see glass making being particularly big around here.
What about just like empty like holes instead of windows?
Yeah, that would make sense.
Maybe people shaped the wood, yeah. The lights, there are some light coming from within, but curiously as you approach, the lights go out one by one.
Continues onwards and walks inside.
Home is much how you left it. It's a home for a lot of little salamanders that used to be little, but now you've grown up, and probably many of them have left even the last few moons. You can hear some voices you recognize. Is that your father? I think that's one of your siblings. Make a perception check.
19.
19. You can catch a semi-whispered, hurried conversation like, doesn't matter, he's chosen. You know what they say, he has to be left alone, and who knows why he disappeared anyway. Yes, that might be true. We should follow the edict right now. We can't talk to him. He shouldn't even see us. It might mess things up for everyone.
Bit late for that, to be honest.
Voice is quiet.
He goes into the room they're in.
You see a whole bunch of familiar faces. It's your family. Most of them are right here. After initially recognizing you and seeing you, most of them avert their eyes. A couple of your siblings even kind of like bow, although your parents don't. Start murmuring to each other. We can't talk to him.
This is what I get, huh? Said you wondered why I left. Caught that part. This right here. This is it.
Your mother.
I wanted to have a family. I wanted to have friends who care about me because of me. Who I am as an individual, not for the template that I fit into.
Your mother looks up, looking sad. She's about to say something. And your father holds up a hand. No, this... We know it's sad, but there's so much writing on this. You know it. We can't distract you. We can't talk to you.
Fine. Kind of wipes his eyes a little bit. Fine. Looks over, seeing if anybody seems to be willing to act differently.
Look about, and from an adjoining room, you see Brother James is there watching, not bowing. He kind of tries to dodge your gaze a little bit, but then he straightens up and steps more into view and says, "Hey, welcome home. Can I hear about your adventures?" Other people are like, try to raise a murmur, like, shut up, get out. You know they'll get mad at you. We could be kicked out. And he just keeps talking. Do you want to go for a walk around Lily Lake or something? I'd love to
Hell
hear.
yeah.
Oh. Cool. Okay. Be back soon, Mom. His father's glaring daggers at James. He
Oh yeah, W. James.
he shuffles out quickly.
As we're walking out. Guess what? One of my traveling companions is a dragon.
Well,
Oh, you sound like a kid. That's awesome to see.
it's not like
Wow.
he gets much opportunity.
Like a real, like a feral dragon, the way you said it.
Yes and no. And I'll just kind of go on describing people I've met up with, probably not go into grim details about watching a woman get stabbed to death.
Oh, it was far worse than stabbing, but yeah.
Although, I don't think we watched it. We were just there for the end game.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a bit more nervous than when you last talked to him, and it's clear to see why. He's like looking at other people, like appearing to make eye contact and quickly look away until he's trying to focus on you, but it's like there's an invisible spotlight on both of you as you make your way and start walking around this beautiful lake full of lily pads. And he seems legitimately interested. He's asking you details, asking where you've been. He's asking if there's biomancers anywhere else.
As after the, kind of not giving all the grim, gruesome details, but still giving, it's kind of an abbreviated version of us getting back here. Kind of include with, and that's how we got here.
Did he mention that he made it to the finals in SHL?
Yeah, I don't know if he would have said the finals, but I think he would have told him about SHL.
Awesome.
Well,
Now he's embracing it. Just out of
SHL,
spite.
huh? I haven't heard of that, but it sounds like it was pretty big. That's really cool.
Oh, they're really secluded then.
I hope that when this is done and you can be someone who's not Spring's chosen, maybe you could do something like that again. Maybe I could watch. I don't know.
We can maybe put on a little something for you.
Awesome. I wanted to show you something actually. Do you have time?
Yeah.
Okay. And he leads you a bit more north towards a historic block called Ron Tree. People say that James looks like you, but you can tell his gills turn downward a little bit more. He is, as you remembered him, walking just a little bit ahead of you with his eagerness. So Ron Tree is a shallower block with firm soil. It used to be a huge mangrove tree, and they say that when it began to decay from its great age, it was felled all at once and used for fuel and woodcraft and such. Everyone wanted a piece of it because it was so important and so historical and the biggest mangrove pretty much in these wetlands. And the leftover thick roots were used as the framework for a few long-standing buildings. Like, oh, here is where you did this biomancy trial as part of your training. Oh, this is the Tavern of Cyndia, where important meetings happen. And this is the former clan leader lived here in this home. And the buildings are all raised high with staircases to reach each one. When he gets there, he turns to you and says, you probably, I don't know if you remember that crazy wood thing I made for you. I don't even know what it was. Do you remember that?
Jason pulls it out. I'm never going to forget this. It means a lot to me, actually.
Like, grips your elbow and frowns. Wow. Well, geez, hunk of wood. Well, anyway, I just want to say, so that wood I got is from here, actually. I figured if the wood survived this long, it means something. They say one of the clans started here and built outward, though it's up for debate which one. And they say Devron himself, Devron the Uniter, used to hang around here, playing in the water and napping on the roots of this big old tree that used to be here. Apparently was a favorite leisure spot of his. But that guy got up to so much, I bet half of it's myth.
It's a cool idea either way.
Yeah, I thought so. So that's why I spent like all my savings on a piece of the wood. I wanted to show you because I still have more, and I think I can make you a better one. It'll take me a while. Last one took me a while. This one might take me a little more of a while. But I'm going to give it to you once you're done with all the chosen stuff. So you can look forward to that.
I will.
Okay. Well, that's what I wanted to show you.
Well, not to sour the mood, but speaking of, what exactly happened here? I mean, we have some idea of it. I've run into these fire newts directly. Kick their asses, by the way.
Wow.
But I've ran into them and try to figure out where they're all coming from. So, any particular central location around here or anything?
Well, you could always talk to Very Mary. You recall Very Mary is a biomancer, one of the many who was involved in your training, who's also the local lore master / story person. She's older than she looks, they say. you could try her, but I could tell you what anyone else could tell you, which is, and he describes the sudden emergence, just like you saw happening in the road to the peaks of through the peaks of Ipsar. There's been like 5 of those within a few miles of here over the last moon or so. Said it was horrible, but fortunately there's a lot of people who are well trained at using the environment as a weapon, calling the beasts to their aid, and were able to kill all the ones here, send them running. But he knows they weren't so lucky in places outside of the wetlands.
Alright, we'll try checking some of the caves around here then, since they seem to be subterranean.
Huh. That's a good idea. I mean, not that I know, but sounds good to me.
Don't sell yourself short.
Hmm.
And, seriously, thanks. For just being you.
I think I kind of maybe know a little bit of what it's like to be you, so you're welcome. Thanks for saving us, I hope. You will? Yeah.
Oh. Ideally, we'll all do this together.
That's not what they say, but if you say so, I'll trust it. Feel free to stop by home whenever you want. I don't care about this stupid... Yeah. Do what you like, right?
I can always tell them that I'm strategizing or something.
That'll work. As long as it comes from the Chosen's mouth.
Anyway, see you around.
Alright, see you, Alex. He dives into some water and paddles off.
What are they gonna do? Kick him out?
Meanwhile, other parts of the Theron wetlands, what transpires?
Crim would have. We smash cut to Crim just cheerfully hopping through some of the spots, saying, "Oh, look at this one!" because he had never seen plants like this before.
I think you're going to be saying that a lot, Crim.
We had her on our little damage control tour. God.
I guess the question is, what's her name? Tina. What is she like having us do? Because it seems like she kind of wanted to have us all together, or at least all nowhere near Alex.
Yeah. She's smoothly approaching locations of import, knocking on doors, hailing people, saying, "Autumn's chosen, requests an audience with those nearby," and other such officious, holier-than-thou-ish terminology, and spreading the word like, "Hey, these are companions that Spring's Chosen has found to aid us in solving the prophecy's woes, and you can trust them, and all will be well." Just showing you guys off and spreading word simultaneously.
I suppose in some ways we're all 6 of us are chosen. It's a damn shame what duty requires of people.
Yeah, I imagine the only thing Turner would be doing, like I said, was what I mentioned earlier, just finding the person who knows the most about these things to glean what they can. Leaving the personal stuff to the person who belongs here.
Okay.
Yeah, Crim would kind of just listen in for now, trying to figure out what the actual social conventions are. While all this word is being spread, he'll kind of remark to the others, "Do you think that all this prophecy stuff might be giving them a bit of learned helplessness?"
Perhaps a little bit. But if they're keeping out of our way, honestly, that's more than what a lot of our other locations have done, so I'll call that a plus.
Maybe, but it's a little weird, don't you think?
True enough. I think I am starting to understand her philosophy a little bit more. As limiting as it
Which
is.
one?
Just the aspect of duty, I suppose, that falls over all of us. We're in many wars right now, and oftentimes they do not allow for the privilege of choice. You do it because it has to be done. Because if you don't, God knows how many people will die.
Yeah, but I mean, take it from me. I ran away from home too, and I mean, I was left feeling terrible about just a few people knowing about what I did. Like, Alex has got a whole tribe. It's a lot of pressure.
No kidding.
It is.
Can't imagine. In a way, like, even when I was pretty close to death, I didn't feel this kind of pressure. It's different, isn't it? Having a whole town just thinking about you like that.
True. We've plenty of pressure over us right now. Knowing what we know and what we've been through, if all of us were to just set it all aside right now and retire, move on to who knows where, would we be moral people?
Not really, but I know what you're asking.
I wouldn't
Yes,
consider
Besides-
myself one. No.
It wasn't like Alex knew it would be like this.
true, but life requires you to endure. It reminds me of all those people who answered the call of the last war. Because they had to. It was as simple as that.
Well, you know what I'm wondering? At what point is order enough? I'm just wondering when it ends for Alex, you know?
Well, I mean, having those fire newts go away would probably be a good start or end, really, as far as the prophecy is concerned. Hopefully,
When yeah, but how would they know?
probably when we repel them, and then I don't know, we find some decisive peace that they'll leave us alone. Sounds like they have other planets to bother.
That's not exactly what I mean. I mean, the prophecy mentions the world, the whole world. If we get rid of these fire newts, sure, that's one thing. But what about hunger and more tragedy? I don't know.
Well, I doubt the prophecy is gonna be talking about someone who can just save everything everywhere. Besides, they didn't even specify what world. Maybe he's gonna bring order to the fire newts world. That'd be funny.
And that's the problem with this. It's expecting too much, but not specifying enough.
Well, since when have prophecies ever been exact? I've heard enough
Exactly.
novels about that.
Just stupid. It's all stupid.
Well, that's probably how Alex felt too. Though I think these people take it quite a bit more seriously than that, and also
Probably
Some kinda
listening to everything we're
glances.
saying.
yeah, glances Tina's way nervously.
Oh yeah, Tal, is there water nearby?
Everywhere.
Is there drinkable water nearby?
Define.
It's drinkable once.
No, but with Tina saying, okay, these are trustworthy people, be more active around you. And people would even be asking, like, oh, do you need a place to stay? Do you need supplies? You're welcome to ask them for things.
Cashmere will announce out, well, if I have such an audience, observe. And he will, with his feather step ability that he has now as a monk, will run across the water on top of it.
That is certainly a way to keep your feet drier.
Roll performance check.
I was just thinking that.
Oh God.
I'm impressed that he can show off without having to expend energy.
There's only a +1. I need to fix that.
Oh no.
It's
hey!
18. That's not bad.
Well, that's actually a really good roll.
Yeah.
You dash around and there's like, oh yeah, whoa, and is that a disguised basilisk lizard? Says one person jokingly. But yeah, people are
Wow.
pretty darn impressed, and I'm sure you run really darn fast, which helps.
Is that Jesus?
Yo, I think it's Jesus.
Is that Devron?
So the small, loose crowd of seeing you more favorably. People are there's more hope on their faces. And to address what you two had said earlier, Turner and Crim, the general vibe here is one of tension. Like, oh, everything's coming to a head. It's more on the positive side than negative. But people are like on their game, strict. Like no one's just fishing or sitting on a tree branch. Like people are either focused on you or going places or running somewhere to
yeah.
prepare for some council, that kind of thing.
To be clear, what Crim was actually referring to was more the idea of like everyone running away from you and knowing like you are destined to be some crazy important person was like the vibe of like growing up, not necessarily right now.
Oh,
Like
Okay.
he's just thinking, how did Alex feel going through that?
okay. And Turner, you're welcome to talk to people. You would quickly be able to glean what James said to Alex, that this is a place that was hit hard, but in the density of Theron Wetlands, the actual the loss of life was minimal. Anything else you want to know?
Technically, the loss of uplifted life. I'm pretty sure nature's kind
yeah.
of fucked right now.
Yeah. Although probably here least of all, despite... So, one thing I should say about the people that you're interacting with. Many of them have tattoos. Many of them have scales or skin, too. Fur is not in abundance here, as it is in most Obos. So you can see recurring symbols. There's often frogs on people's shoulders or biceps, or there are snakes, or some kind of crocodile, or some type of cat, or some type of ibis.
What's an ibis?
It's like a heron. It's like a long-beaked, long-legged water bird.
Do the gators just kind of
oh.
leave people alone?
Oh, they're just tattoos.
Oh, tattoos. Okay.
Yeah.
And you would gather after talking with these people for long enough and getting similarities of appearance and locations, like small neighborhoods, that there's clans in this place. It's not just
So it's,
one.
the tattoos
people.
are kind of like their surname.
Yeah, although not everyone's tattooed. It's just a thing that a lot of people do.
Would we ever notice a tattoo on Alex?
How do they tattoo scales?
Don't think so.
Magic.
It's magic ink. And
Crim
scale
might-
is a...
If only out of curiosity, Crim would have wanted to know how they do that.
And if these tattoos don't count first level spell slots, then we're shit.
Oh my god.
Scale would be a very common language, but so is common. Occasionally you'd hear other language that you would not understand. And often dangling from wet tree boughs or floating in a pond, somehow not moving but rotating in place, would be religious symbols. They're common enough that you would recognize them as Eldath and Sylvanas. Yeah, it's Theron.
I imagine at some point we
Interesting.
regroup.
It's me.
All right. You bump into each other at a crossing under a bridge.
You seem to be in better spirits.
But yeah.
Oh, good.
Glad for
We
you.
kind of walked. What?
I said I'm glad for you. I know it can be a
We
bit.
kind of walked
awkward.
around a bit to get familiar with the place. Get the feeling it used to be a lot prettier, but hopefully that can change.
Didn't particularly like this place, but definitely not to where I'd want to see it looking like this.
So, did you get any info?
Not a whole lot.
Hmm.
It kind of sounds like we're gonna have to stick with our original plan. I think we need to try to get into one of those cave systems and look around. I can't think of anything else to try.
There's that portal spell. You try to find a portal there.
I could try that.
Do you know the lands well?
Maybe.
Do you know the lands well enough to know where any of these systems might be, or do you have any sort of primal spells that'll help us find them?
I've been here long enough. I can find them, I think. Maybe not all of them, but at least some.
I was thinking of consulting with one of our past tutors. If there's a particular strategy you had in mind, maybe they could provide tips or aid or enhance us in some way.
I suppose
Might
that
Let's
not be a
consult.
bad idea.
I must consult with the elder gods.
I suppose that would be official chosen duty.
Yes, but as word spreads, people will avail themselves to all of us, I should hope. I've said that is what I request, and they will honor it. While we may be governed, if decisions are made by the most senior biomancers and the ones that run the clans, here, Alex and I, we are the authority for now. What we say will be done.
That's one hell of a way to visit home.
It is a burden I gladly hold.
Alright, shall we then?
Hands that Alex to see, now that he's, had some time to what he thinks on that.
He's powerful.
Seems to be trying not to think about it too much.
That's about right.
Oh, great, he's disassociating.
This lunking is going to be hell on the fur, I just know it.
I'll presto it out later. I'll probably be busy for at least a few hours.
Well, we could head west then, to where those caverns are. You could work your magics that you, Wade, any of you have in mind at that time. But if there's any shopping or rumor gathering or assistance you wish in the meantime, and they do not grant it to you, let me or Alex know.
I'll make sure to start off every transaction with, "Do you know who I am?"
We'll see if we need the muscle or not.
A good idea, Turner.
Okay.
Crim
you,
kind
Chosen.
of hums to himself. Huh? So that's what it's like on the other side.
I'm missing something. That's all right. I'm ready when you are.
That's not rough. Trot, trot, trot.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh no.
I'm so excited for this.
Oh man, Cal's got a bomb-ass encounter waiting for us for the last 5 minutes. I just know it.
Oh
He's so
boy.
gleeful.
5 minutes.
He is just so gleeful.
Okay.
What?
What?
Okay.
Huh?
I think Tal's dying, guys. I think the daylight savings shift finally got him.
Guys, someone give me a reason to use a 5th level spell.
No.
We're technically in a sanctuary, aren't we?
Does this count as a sanctuary? The air hurts.
Oh, it's not
Wade-
that bad.
Wade smokes, he's used to it.
Yeah,
Wow, that's actually good.
it's like secondhand smoke all the time.
Yeah,
no.
Wade looks at the cigar, just puts it away. I'll be needing this.
Guys, I think I'm getting addicted to the air.
You know the purify air spell? Okay. As you're heading west out of town and word is spreading and people aren't as skittish, the dwellings and the business districts and such, if you could even call them that, in such a place that is so intertwined with nature and inhabited by such people who don't have as much of a focus on materialism, clearly. You pass by a... One sec.
It's not like a.
No.
It's not like a walking fan, is it?
No.
That only happened that one time.
Is it someone moving with like very pixelated wobbly movements?
No, you pass by a hut, if you would, on one of these islands of growth amongst the healthy decay and water and turnover of the wetlands. And an uplifted mallard duck pokes her head out, looking at you already as if expecting you, or she saw you through her window. It's big enough that it's probably a dwelling just for her. Alex, you recognize her. This is Very Mary, one of the most powerful biomancers in the Theron wetlands, who trained you and Tina when you were a boy.
She is very powerful.
She waves her little webbed talon hand and her wing waves with it. She says, give me one sec. Give me one sec. One second.
She seems happy.
Do you have a moment, all of you, to speak? We would not want the day to grow more weak.
Oh
Oh
god.
no. was that intentional? He looks to Alex.
Not. Cashmere groans.
Tell us your needs and we will heed.
Pretty
terrible.
quick on your feet, good sir. Now, come in, come in. It's time to speak, as it were. And she beckons you into the hut, and we're out of time.
Okay.
Good. I was trying to think of a rhyme.
Doc, what have you given to us?
Yeah, Doc.
Did you make
Yeah,
this
Doc.
character or
I had nothing to do with this.
Oh no.
Todd, do we level up?
Probably
No.
not.
No way.
But happy 1 year anniversary to Peace Suppose.
Oh, is it?
Oh my god,
Real?
wow!
Yeah, it is.
Oh, nice.
Exactly 1 year. Yeah, we
Wow.
started on the 6th of November last year. So
Wow!
So we only missed cool. Where it says 49, that means we only missed 3 sessions
Wow, you're right.
in the year.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
very
Pretty
good.
good, you guys.
Pretty
Next session,
good.
I might need a little extra time between NPC responses.
Full
Okay.
bribe zone.
All right, guys. Between every line, we got to roleplay amongst ourselves.
We need to find a way to talk to this person as much as possible. Just so
Get
we
her to
can,
say
like,
orange.
Oh no! Hey,
Just-
what color is this?
No, she'll just do Yoda talk to make sure it's not at the end.
Orange it is.
What we gotta do is make sure that she has as much screen time as possible, so that we can then do a compare and contrast from the video feed of how disheveled Tal looks from the start to the end.
As bulging. I think
You
our
know,
conversation's done.
How long will it take me to regret the decision? Let's see.
I'm reminded of in Dragon Quest XI, one of your party members, when she casts her instant death spell, says, "You brought this on yourself."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like playing a Kenku PC, but 10 times worse.
Oh no.
My body's ready.
All right. Well, on that note, we were supposed to do a half hour earlier today, but circumstances made that not doable. But I think next week we should be good.
Yep. Sorry.
Okay.
A half hour.
I forgive
Early.
you, Snap.
Thank you.
Y'all take care.
Goodbye.
GG.